Well, what happened this quarter, Julie?
So there are some issues that are specific to Under Armour, and then there are some broader industry trends. And when he talks about sort of taking this opportunity, the company is doing some restructuring, it's cutting some jobs, it's sort of reorganizing into different product categories here. And they're cutting that revenue forecast for growth to now see growth of 9 to 11% for the year. It had been 11 to 12%. A lot of this has to do with footwear. Remember, Under Armour has been pressing really aggressively into footwear, trying to compete with the likes of Nike and some of the other large companies. And some of that effort has not been as successful as it hoped. If you take a look at the Bloomberg here, I just have a look at what has happened with the sales in its two main product lines, looking at apparel here in the white line, which did see a bounce during the quarter and rose, but footwear sales were down 2%, and that's a problem for Under Armour. To give some perspective here, its footwear sales last year were about $1 billion. Compare that with Nike's footwear sales at about $21 billion. So it's still much larger, but Under Armour has been growing relatively quickly until this year. And part of it is just design of the shoes. It has some of the celebrity backing, the Steph Currys of the world, but it also has to make a shoe that people want to buy. So that has been some of the issue for the company.
Yeah, last week we had Adidas, Julie, stronger than it raised its sales forecast, its profit forecast. It's got its own, celebrities that endorse its products and sports people. What are the Adidas doing right that maybe Under Armour isn't?
Well, part of this does have to do with design of the actual shoes, according to analysts. I was emailing with Ken Grzudis, who covers the company for us, and he says really it does come out to product in some ways. He said unless you have great-looking products that people want to buy, it's hard to compete with a Nike and an Adidas. And then you also have, of course, what's going on industry-wide, not just within athletic apparel, but within retail more generally. The trends that we've talked a lot about, that people are buying more online, that people are buying other stuff or other experiences rather than actual stuff. Take a look again at the Bloomberg here. This is a measure of sports apparel stores coming to us from First Data that's on Bloomberg Intelligence. So you're looking at dollar volume growth in white, transaction growth in orange, and average ticket growth in blue. We saw a slight uptick at the end of July, but you can see here the general trend has been flat to down for sports apparel, despite the whole sort of vaunting of the athleisure trend. Like the rest of retail apparel, it's sort of petered out a bit here.